Hello and welcome to SquishiVision, where I am reacting to the season finale of season 2 of The Bad Batch, episodes 15 and 16 of The Summit and Plan 99. This is my immediate reaction. I have no chance to kind of like delve through into the detail, and I have about 7-8 minutes to do this in. So yeah, some minor thoughts first of all. Apparently the clones have given up stunning enemy troopers. There's no reason that's really explained or defined on screen, but they shot to kill in these 2 episodes. Again, it's not explained why. That's just a thing I've noticed on. They made a whole thing about we don't leave our squad behind. We won't leave Crosshair behind. We have to go save him. But you left him behind like loads of times, like at least twice. I mean, admittedly, that was his own violation, but like, you know, you have left him behind. So yeah, I mean, okay, let's go straight from the top. I am not hugely impressed. I enjoyed it. I think there were some good moments, but like, I feel like it was too bloated. It didn't feel like a finale. It felt like a mid-season finale. It felt like, you know, the last arc. It didn't feel like the end of a season. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like the first season where there was like a close to the Crosshair arc. That wasn't really existent here. There was like, the story didn't really end. I mean, I know they're doing more seasons, but like, there's not like a thematic kind of wrap up. It wasn't like it didn't feel like an end of a season. It feel like nicely kind of concluded. Like even if you have an ongoing story, even if you want a cliffhanger, even if you're going to carry a story into the next season, whatever, you tend to have like a closure of that story, and then you have a cliffhanger that goes into the next story. I was thinking I was thinking both episodes, we're going very slowly for half an hour episode. Like, when does this pick up? When do like all the things happen? When do we get to like the Crosshair part, and when do we get to like the action? It didn't happen, and it was weirdly paced. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So in the first episode, they basically resolve to go to this summit to put a tracking device on the evil doctor's ship and track out where he's going. And to start with, it goes very well. They're very efficient to get into place, and then everything after that point goes wrong. Mainly it goes wrong because Saw Gerrera randomly turns up and is like, "Hey, I'm here to do some terrorism," and because, you know, he blows up the place, it compromises their mission. They get caught, and Tech apparently dies. But Tech dies in like the opening of the second episode, so I'm curious to know how much of that's a red herring or not. Maybe it's true. It just doesn't seem like it's something that they would be so bold as to do, so I'm not sure how much I buy it. But yeah, so essentially everything goes wrong. I mean, sure, to their credit, they were very competent up to that point. And then, you know, even though apparently a crane smashing into the side of the hangar is a subtle distraction, not obvious signs of a covert mission. And yeah, so all that was good. It was just like it took too long, and I was like, well, when do we get to the build-up of the episode? And it kind of never arrived. Also, there's a part where, so apparently we're meant to be that pirate, I forget what her name is, a pirate lady has a hot for Tech, and that's fine, I guess. But her way of kind of showing that is to make Tech obviously uncomfortable. Like Tech, okay, I don't buy Tech as autistic, but I know he's autistically coded. And as an autistic person, I could see clearly that the way he was acting was of somebody who is very uncomfortable in that situation. I'm like, this isn't cute. This is her harassing him. Like, he's clearly like uncomfortable with her advances. He might not be uncomfortable with her, and he might not be against reciprocating. But the way you're, you know, being bored with him, clearly he doesn't like, and you need to change your, like, even I can see that. So, what are you doing? But yeah, obviously that was like a build up to the whole him dying, thinking, like, you know, gets paid up in this episode and another episode afterwards. So yeah, we don't get to complete the mission because his ship gets destroyed that they're meant to track. So it was like a complete waste of a mission. But Tech basically has to do the whole. It's the whole climber's dilemma. Or if there's a climber who's pulling you down, and you either kill that climber who's pulling you down, or you both go down dilemma. And Tech basically sacrifices himself so the rest can escape, which they do. Mega gets very heavily damaged, and for some reason they have to go to Sid to get healed. I'm not sure why they couldn't go back to like Patau or whatever the planet's called. Maybe they didn't have enough like healthcare there. So they had to go back to Sid, and they didn't seem to really consider the fact that Sid probably was going to betray them, because she said she was going to, like she threatened that, and she ends up doing that. They get captured. Omega is an idiot child, and when it's clear that she's the one that they want, and as long as she's free, the others won't be in danger. She goes and puts herself right in the danger zone, tries to like threaten them, even though it's clearly not going to work. And I think she's going to do better than Wrecker or Hunter are going to do. Hunter, and basically she gets captured. The Bad Batch escape, but she's now prison, and then we end this weird cliffhanger where this random doctor character who we have no investment with, she's pretty much just very much a background character. Like, it's not as if like she's like been a prominent figure in the series. It's like, Omega, I'm your sister, and it's like, okay, well the New Zealand accent should have given it away, but also what? Why? I mean, I'm not like what? I'm more like, okay, I guess. I mean, so what? You're a clone? Like an older female clone? Or like, is Omega like a clone of you? But I guess we always thought that she wasn't. Like, it's a mystery, but it's not even I care about. I care about what else is going on. And then it kind of just ends there abruptly, and it's kind of like, I guess you can do abrupt endings to like the next season, but it just doesn't seem like that complete. I was expecting it to be like a combination of every. It fulfills something we've been building up to. And so, I don't know, there's something, I don't think it really fits this type of show to split these arcs for 2 seasons. Anyway, I've got a bounce, so that's me reacting to the season. I mean, the season's, my reaction to the season is pretty much in the description. It's stronger than last season, it's still pretty mixed. I find the Bad Batch focus episodes not entirely that engaging. Still don't really bite, thanks Lily. Still don't really buy these characters that much, apart from Crosshair. Crosshair ones are brilliant. The stronger episodes have been stronger than the stronger episodes of the previous season, but it's still not my favourite. Anyway, I got bounce. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for Picard, probably. Picard!